heat number 2 for the elimination round. On the water, J.Chianca, Seth.Moniz, M.Mignot, Kaipo Guerrero, along with Mitchell Salazar on the call here. Thoughts on this heat?
Level M.Mignot up there now.
Here we go, starting with J.Chianca.
Yeah, this was a 3, so it's a little stuck right there. Rebounds out for the white wall. A quick and decent start for Chianca. And then an incomplete attempt for Marco. Seems like Joao was up and riding briefly once again, too. And he just seems energized this morning, knowing that not only are conditions tough, but there's seems like Moniz here, one of his first waves.
Sethy throws the fins, but does not get back over his board. So a couple of misfires from all of our surfers to begin this heat. Still lots of potential out there.
Para o Brasil, você está a surfear com muita força e muito rápido. Como você encontrou seu ritmo essa manhã?
Cara, esse ano está sendo bem legal, tá sendo bem divertido. Cada evento que está passando eu estou me encontrando um pouco mais. Então é um lugar que ainda estou me encontrando. Eu quero muito fazer um bom resultado aqui, mas é isso. Acho que bateria por bateria a gente vai se encontrando e vamos nessa.
Parabéns, we'll see you next one.
Thank you so much. Obrigado.
It sure has. And that's another impressive thing about a global sport.
Yes.
Right?
There's a reason why it's called the World Surf League. Hey, for Marco, and this is the last one we saw from Joao. Deep bottom turn. Love the way he explodes right there once he goes to the lip line. And the cool thing of having it be international now, Kaipo, I mean, so many good stories we've seen worldwide because of it.
Yep. Here we go.
Including this guy.
M.Mignot eyeing up down the line, pops it up.
Whoa.
And has to throw that one away in some very shallow water.
And so far, he hasn't been able to get a score above a 1. I like that he didn't go for the throw tail. He kind of cut it just a bit short, knowing that he wanted to make the wave. And this is Seth's last, so still waiting on this score. It wasn't a bad combination, but did he ride out of that? It seems like no at the
Negative.
end. But look at the difference in the tide. 8.4 and around 4:01 p.m. this afternoon is going to be the high.
Marco tosses it up, and again, struggling because that end section right there, this shallow sandbar. And here's Seth.Moniz. Seth.
Ooh.
Finding a wave that's going to give him a little opportunity, little mistimed on the end. Got 2 turns out there. We'll see how the judges put that together. Seth's coming through here, and
wow.
Priority with J.Chianca. Good sized wave here for the day. Nice hook off the top. Late to that one, gets bounced.
So let's see what's yeah, we knew he was going to do lots of those, so it's either going to be a 0 or a 4.
Little nervous with the fins. That's what Marco did on this wave, though. This is going to be his best, and nice little combo right there. Smaller wave, but in fitting in 2 in a tight space. Jason loves it.
Yeah. And this is when, it's pretty cool where he's just like, I'm back. Chumbinho. And God, it is, hey, to these guys' points, this is where you came from.
Yes.
Is surfing waves like this in the qualifying series to get to the Challenger Series, to get to the Championship Tour.
To get here, and you're going to have to do this to stay here. Back to the booth.
Thank you, Strider. As we look at the tides right now, local time, 8:58. We're still got another hour of draining tide. Seth.Moniz here looking for a ramp, has to settle for a little glide, catches the rail there, and an illustration, back-to-back incomplete rides, illustration of how difficult it is out there. What's at risk is that dreaded 33rd for the 3rd place finish in this heat. Marco identifies this one, looking for another ramp again. Pops it up, lands on the roof. He's going to ride out of that, and he's going to increase his heat total with that effort, and he knows it.
Yeah, and give yourself a pat on the back every now and then. Or Kaipo, it makes a difference. Speaking of personality, decreases speed just slightly once he's about to get to the lip on this one, and that's why the rotation, the pop wasn't as high. You can see right there, just takes a little bit off right at the end. The spin just as difficult though, this time fully centered on the board, lands on the lip line, and a much cleaner wave right here for him.
3 on his jersey, he was like, look at, Seth.Moniz. Marco's saying jersey, so Marco's like, okay, 73, 7 plus 3 is 10. That's where I'm going. And
he added, it's chill. I like it. I was like, right, you're such a cool guy. Like, popped in, it seemed like his inside rail got a little on the edge. And this was a wave we didn't see, waiting on this score from Chianca. Beautiful first carve, great timing for the second one.
That's going to increase the need for Seth.
Anybody can pop an air in at a given time. Here's Seth now going left.
Sethy boy on the left. Nice snap there with a sharp eye. Good start. Gets quick 2 turns in. That's what Coach Doug Silva was talking about, getting the job done. Heat leader Marco Mignot, a little caught up there. Tail drift.
Yeah, that wouldn't change anything.
Yep.
It's going to come down to Moniz's left right here for J.Chianca, and he's going to have to pull a 5-minute drill.
So Seth's going to need more than a 4. I think Seth's, my opinion is Seth's going to need more than a 4.26. Waiting for those scores, and Marco Mignot up and riding. Good looking wave here. Nice wave selection comes into this one. Eases, kind of pulls it back a little bit to make sure he goes for the completion.
Look at the last one here. See, it cuts it a bit short and a different angle too. Reverse wasn't bad though. Looking to improve on a mid-4, could be able to do it. Not a whole lot of pop on this one, Kaipo, but good progression. Actually, from that angle, looks a lot better than from the front one.
Yeah, and you know, really to complete this story here, we know he's all the way through, and Jorgen Kuzne applauding.
And now J.Chianca up and riding.
Chambinho throws that away.
And now where's Seth? That's the question, 2.5 to go. He needs to be on a wave soon, Kibes. So keep a result right here if they make it out of this round.
J.Chianca takes off on that one. I don't think that's going to change the situation. S.Moniz finds a nice left. 1 hook off the top. 2 times up there for Seth. Connectivity on the inside. Just ride out of it. Get in front of the whitewater. Doug is clapping. Just needs a 4.54.
I feel like the steepness of this wave might have helped him out, Kibes. First turn wasn't bad.
There you go.
And look at how steep the second one is. Real nice timing on it, too.
You know what they call it, Mitchell? Clutch performance. S.Moniz pulls it through. 1:20 on the clock. And another look at this wave.
Big-time players make big-time plays, Kipes. And right at the end of this heat, it seems like Moniz did just that.
S.Moniz gets the number. An illustration of how grindy is. A traffic jam of 4s between all 3 surfers. But it is Marco Mignot and S.Moniz moving on into the round of 32.